Hi everyone and welcome. We've been doing a dumpster diving series, but some of our fans on Reddit and on our YouTube channel also have asked, what do you do with this stuff? You know, I see you taking it apart and that's cool and everything, but what do you really do with this junk that you're taking apart? You say you do stuff, but let's see it. So we're going to show you, and we tailored the last dumpster dive to this experiment. If you haven't seen it, you're just stumbling upon this video without background, go to our channel, check out Dumpster Diving Episode 3. And you'll see where we got the stuff to build this. What this is a power supply. Now, I know what you're saying. You know, you can buy a power supply pretty reasonable. And we have a commercially available power supply that we use. This will supply up to 50 volts, but only about 2 amps. We needed real amperage to do some of our experiments. We were testing automotive relays, building circuits with those, flashers. We needed some real amperage, and this thing will do it. Now, I've got the cover off of this. We built this totally from scratch, all scrap components for the most part. There's 1 or 2 new components on here. But all this is stuff we've pulled out of junk. And 99% of this you'll see in episode 3 of Dumpster Diving. And well, I'm going to go through this and explain where stuff came from and what it is. And we'll show a little closer view of this while I'm doing it. Alright, so here's the interior of our power supply. And you can see it's pretty simple. This is a transformer out of a car battery charger. It was designed to charge 6 volt and 12 volt batteries. By wiring into this, and we will post a link to our blog and it'll show you the schematic for this. I drew one out for this just so in case you wanted to build one or wanted to experiment with it. We basically got an on-off switch here. And that's pretty self-explanatory. And our volts, because of the way we wired into this transformer, we can obtain 8, 13, 16, and 26 by doing the times 1 or times 2. You got 8, 13, and then times 2, you got double that, 16 and 26. So back to the components. This is out of a car battery charger, standard. We also, out of the same car battery charger, we got an amp gauge that we used and a circuit breaker. And there was no reason not to use this circuit breaker when I took it out, so we went ahead and integrated into that. These switches we had laying around, that's not in the dumpster dive video, but this is stuff we had laying around. We've taken out of something, I could not tell you what. Indicator light we took out of an old oven. Rectifier bridge. This rectifier bridge is out of a Delco SI alternator. And it actually has 3 sets of diodes. We used 2 sets out of this because we only needed 2 sets. These are very high power, nice heat sink on those. Dissipate a lot of heat. We rubber mounted this so it wouldn't, there was no chance of short circuiting, and we use nylon bolts. This fan we took out of a computer power supply, and this is also out of computer power supply. We've got the plug and this cord, and this just makes it easy if you want to transport it. This metal we actually is the casing of VCRs. We just used a metal brake and made our own case out of that. All scrap. Drilled some holes, get some good air passage. You want good airflow through this because you are going to have a lot of heat. But this will give us up to about 6, 7 amps. We've never been able to max it out. It's worked great for us. All made out of junk. And just a good practical application for stuff you've taken apart. Alright, well here's a view of the unit put together. Pretty nice looking unit. Looks professional. Nice cord on here. Just another one of those things that you can make out of junk. And power supplies are very important for your experiments. In a future video we'll cover, these are also made out of junk. We made this couple of supplies here. This one you can plug in your basic car cigarette lighter plug into. And this was made out of a computer power supply. And there's a lot of hacks for these online. But this one, it's worked good for us. Like I said, we'll post a link. It'll be on our blog. Well, there'll be a schematic if you're interested in seeing that. But we just hack stuff, put it together from junk. I love it when a plan comes together.
You're killing it.
I know.
I think he's embarrassed when he's not even in the shot.